How are you all of you? Fine. Good. Today I am going to explain about pollination. Yes, pollination. It is come in your chapter reproduction in a plant. Where it is come? That is a reproduction in a plant. That is chapter 12, class 7. Yes, now you see the slide. What is mean by the pollination? Yes, the transfer of a pollen grain. Here you see the pollen grains, then pollens. One insect, that is your honeybee, take the pollen grains in your legs, then it is attached to the stigma. Means there is the procedure of transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a flower to stigma of a flower, that is called a pollination. Now see the definition of pollination. Pollination is the act of transferring pollen grains from male anther of a flower to the female stigma. Here, male anther of a flower to female stigma. The goal of every living organism, including plant. The goal of every living organism, including plants, is to create offspring. For the next generation. Flowers are the tools that help plants to make their seed. So, what is pollination? Pollination is the act of transferring pollen grains from the male anther of a flower to a female stigma. Now, how many types of pollination? Mainly there are two types of pollination. First is your self-pollination and other one is a cross-pollination. First is self-pollination and other one is a cross-pollination. Self-pollination occurs when pollen from the anther is deposited on the stigma of a same flower. Self-pollination, it is occur on the stigma of a same flower or another flower of the same plant. If it is in another flower of a same plant, then it is called a cross-pollination. If it is of a same plant, then it is called a self-pollination. Self-pollination is mainly occur in bisexual flowers. It is mainly occur in bisexual flowers in which both male and female are present and they are mature at the same time. Cross-pollination is more common in compared to self-pollination. Cross-pollination, you see the pollens of one plant, it is go to the another anther of another flower which is present on the another plant. So cross-pollination is most common in compared to the self-pollination. Cross-pollination is mainly occur in a unisexual flower. In which it is occur mainly? That is a unisexual flower, means only one is present. That is only one is present. Now what is mean by a pollinator? Means what are the agents which help to transfer the pollen grain from the stigma to the anther. So a pollinator is the agent that cause to transfer. Pollinator range from physical agent, especially wind. Which one is most one important one is the wind. Wind pollination is also called the anemophily. It is also called the anemophily or a biotic agent such as insect, birds, bats and other animals. Pollination by insect is called entomophily. by bird or into feeling. So the pollination can be occur by a wind, by a water, by the insect, birds, bats. All are the responsible of the transfer of a pollen grains, that is called a pollinator. Now what is mean by fertilization? So what is the next procedure after the pollination? That is the fertilization. So fertilization occur when pollen grains called gametophytes are carried by the wind, and it is go into the open end of a ovule which contain egg or female gametophyte, which contain a egg or female gametophyte. There are the pollen grains develop an outgrowth called a pollen tube. Here the pollen grain develop an outgrowth called a pollen tube, which eventually penetrate to the egg cell with one of a archegonia. Here it is formed to the egg cell, means it is reached to the egg cell within the one of the archegonia. So fertilization is the process in which what they form? They form a zygote. Here the ovules is changed into seed and ovary become to a fruit. Now next one is a seed dispersal. The next topic is your seed dispersal. Now what is mean by seed dispersal? Seeds need to get from where they are formed to the ground to grow into a new plant. So seed need to get from where they are formed to the ground to grow into a new plant. How do seed get to the ground? That is a gravity. What abiotic and biotic factor help to spread seed? Animal, water, wind, they are the responsible to disperse the seed. Sometimes there is the explosion of a fruit by which the seed can be dispersed. Now first is explosive dispersal. First one is your explosive dispersal. Some plants distribute their seeds by violently ejecting them so that they fall away from the parent plant. Some plants distribute their seed violently ejecting them so that they fall away from the parent's plant. Gorse is a good example of this. Sitting near gorse bush on a hot dry in summer, you can hear exploding pod sound almost like a gun shot. This is the most common example, that is gorse. Now next, here some examples are related with them. Red campion, the flowers dries out into whole container inside which seeds are rattled out, Now next one is dandelion. Feathery hairs help the seed to float on the wind. They can be carried very farthest away. Sycamore, its wings make it spine like a helicopter and carry it far from the parent tree. Wind dispersal is most common for smaller and lighter seeds. So wind can be also help for the dispersal of seed. Animal dispersal, that is second type. Animal including human have a big role to play in a seed dispersal. First, some plants use hooks on their fruit to attach themselves to the fur of the mammals or feathers of bird or even the clothes of a human. By this method, they can able to disperse the seeds. Now seeds can be dispersed by the animals, not only a wind, not only the other animal, it can be dispersed by the animals also. Sticky seeds cling to fur of passing animals and then fall off. These seeds are commonly known as burrs. They are commonly known as bush. In some trees, the seed is in the middle of a fruit. Where it is present? It is present in the middle of a fruit. When the animal eats the fruit, it cannot digest the seed and the seed is expelled when it is go to the bathroom. Third one, nuts are collected and hidden by animals like squirrel. Some of these are buried and forget about. Seed also dispersed by the water, mainly the coconut and cashew nuts. Its seed can be dispersed by the water. So I hope you understood about what is mean by pollination, how many types of pollination, what is mean by fertilization, and why the seed is dispersed, and what is the importance of the seed dispersal, and what are the different agents for the seed which is helped to dispersed by the animals, wind and water. Now, thank you.